YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the market. We'll look at fodder. Fodder, it was a pretty crappy week, to be honest, for most people, depending on what you bought. I think it's getting really low, and we're potentially seeing a great full send fodder opportunity coming up in the next few days. Also, we'll be looking at the market. Some of these cards, we have rival rewards. Do we have potential flips around rival rewards? Are we going to see a dip? Can we buy and then sell later? And we're also going to be looking at expected content and some leaks. We do have some leaks for the promo coming on Friday. But before we get into all that, we got to talk about content today on Wednesday. What did we get today on Wednesday? The 100 player SBC came out. Let's go take a peek. Upgrade SBC, bada bing, bada boom. Centurions 100 upgrade. It costs 62,000 coins, so it's not really expensive to complete, to be honest. After seeing the 62,000 coin price point, it changes my opinion on it a little bit. I'm not going to lie. This thing sucks. This thing sucks. We were all saying, oh, this thing is garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. But it sucks, but let's look at it from this standpoint. It costs 62,000 coins, okay? You get 100 players. 20 are rare gold, 25 are common gold. So that's 45 golds, 20 rare gold. That's like, it's basically a 100K pack, a little less than that. Then you get silvers and bronzes. But the thing is, if it costs 62K and it's basically a 100K pack and you can pretty much do it for free, I actually changed my opinion on it. I don't think it's as bad as I was thinking it originally is, but it's not super crazy. We did see some stuff move though. Team of the Weeks went up like a tiny bit. I told you guys about listing your cards into content drop. I listed my Team of the Weeks into content drop and I sold almost all of them. Thank God I did that because Team of the Weeks came down fast. A lot of people, I guess you could say, invested in Team of the Weeks. You could also say a lot of people were opening their saved Team of the Week packs. And because of that, Team of the Weeks came down pretty quick. I sold a bunch of mine at 14,250 coins, 14,500 coins. I got out of a bunch of them. I still had like 100. I think it was around 100 left over to sell, but a good amount sold going into content drop. I told you guys, list your cards into content drop. You get a ton of sales. So Team of the Weeks went up like a tiny bit because of this. We saw 83s as well go up a decent amount, but then everything just comes down because what we've been seeing is a lot of people are waiting till Wednesday to sell, and when Wednesday comes around, if you don't sell in that first hour, everything just starts to go down. So you gotta be on at content drop on Wednesday if you're planning on selling your fodder on Wednesday, because the stuff goes up, but then it comes down fast. If we go and look, we can go look at fodder real quick. Cheapest player by rating, 83s. They were up, I think, at almost like 1,500 coins. It was kind of crazy, but it was a quick spike. Before content drop, they were all like 1,300, I would say. I was going through quite a few of them. They were 1,300, and then they went up like another 100, maybe 200 coins. But as you can see, it's like it was a quick up, and then boom, right back down. It's just what happens on Wednesdays. Everyone waits to sell on Wednesday now, and that's what's been happening. So that's the situation there. Similar thing with the 84s. They were up at 3K. Now they're down at 2.5. They're getting low. They are getting very low. We'll come back to the fodder in a little bit because I think it's very interesting. But that's the situation with this SBC, and I kind of changed my mind a little bit because I don't think it's as bad as I originally was thinking it was. By the way, we opened a few of them on stream. They did suck. I mean, it's a 100K pack, so you're not expecting anything super crazy, but it really wasn't good. So that was what we got for SBCs. That was literally it. We did get an objective. I just want to share it. Team of the Week, Centurion, Team of the Week play. I kind of recommend doing, I definitely recommend doing this. It's really easy. You can also do it with a friend. Play 15 matches. You just join a game, your friend quits. Join a game, your friend scores an own goal and then quits. You can get the 12, 15 matches done very easily, and you get all these packs. So if you have a friend, might be kind of hard to get a friend. I don't know. If you're struggling, that sucks. Go do it in Rivals then. So that is the objective now. Speaking of Team of the Week, we did get a Team of the Week, a brand new Team of the Week. We talked about this as well, guys, in the previous week, how cards are flippable. You can make some coins potentially buying Team of the Weeks. They might dip and have a low point on Wednesday and then kind of go up. One of the players that was kind of like that, Alan St. Maximin, was down at, I think, 55, went all the way up to 71. He's back down a little bit, though, but that's just the volatility in these brand new Team of the Week cards because they've only been in packs for a day. Lavelle, did she? No, probably not. But here is the new Team of the Week. Now, we've been talking about Team of the Week and investments that I really like with Team of the Week. We went in, I don't know if it was yesterday's video or the one before that. We talked about previous Team of the Weeks, looking at players that can potentially be fitting evolutions. So we need to be looking at low-rated cards that can potentially fit evolutions. 84 overall Lookman fits evolutions. The dude is borderline max price at 40,000 coins now. Anyone else in this team? Not really. LaCroix is just expensive because he's expensive. Jordi Alba's one that will probably do really solid in the future. That's one you could honestly just buy one and keep in your club. Once you get a really good evolution that Jordi Alba fits for the Messi link, he'll do really solid. But the idea is we saw it with Curtis Jones for Liverpool. We saw it with Kalulu for AC Milan, right? He plays for AC Milan? Is it AC Milan or Juventus? It's an Italian team. Which one is it? It's Juventus. Okay. Not AC Milan. My bad. Anyways, you want to look at low-rated cards that are like from popular teams that people are going to want to be evoing in the future. And when we look at this Team of the Week, let's go decent category. Decent category, I'll put Ekitike in here. Ekitike? I don't know how to say that name. Moise Keane, you could say maybe. Maybe. St. Maximin, I'm going to say no. Just because he's going to be expensive anyway. And then I'll go with Zubeldia is a Zubeldia is a And then, yeah, it's really that. You could maybe say Cucurella. Cucurella. How did he get a Team of the Week? Is that for his game against Arsenal? Really? Did he do that good in the game against Arsenal? I don't remember him having a crazy game. Okay. Did he get a goal or an assist? I don't know. Okay, sorry, just a little bit of confusion there. The card that I think stands out to me the most this week for future evolutions is Lee Kangen. And the reason why I think he stands out the most is because he's got a lot of positions. He's got center mid, center attacking mid, right wing. So he fits a lot of positions for potential future Evos. But also, he's an 84 overall card. So a lot of evolutions that he can fit, I think, because his stats aren't super insane. So definitely one I'll be keeping an eye on. Lee Kangen. And you guys know the other one that I bought is beer. I had a couple people, I think, asking when to sell beer. If anything, I'd pick up more beers at 14K. The whole situation with this card, I'd pick up a few. I have way too many. I'm not going to buy more. But we were saying it on stream. If every Team of the Week, when it comes out, if I could just pick up a few of these cards that could potentially fit evolutions in the future, I'm only going to be buying the ones that are like Team of the Week fodder price. They're min price, like not min price, but just really cheap. If Team of the Weeks go up, they go up, I make coins. If they fit in evolution in the future, they go up, I make coins. So if I could pick up a couple of these cards every single Team of the Week, I could potentially make a ton of coins as time goes on. Luis Suarez is up at 24,000 coins. He was really cheap. He was probably 12K. Kalulu's extinct at 60K. Curtis Jones extinct at 30K. So if I can just, over the next few Team of the Weeks, just pick a bunch of cards that could potentially be fitting evolutions in the future, I think there's going to be a lot of profit. The main thing to look out for, I'd say, is just the popular teams. You got the Liverpool with Curtis Jones. You got the Juventus with Kalulu. And EA released a lot of evolutions this year. We've been getting a ton of evolutions, so and they're very open. Like a lot of people fit them. So I'm going to keep doing that with these Team of the Week cards. And I mean, if I can buy a bunch every single week, eventually someone's going to slap and they're going to go to like 25, 30K, and I'll double my coins on one card. And if I buy 50 of them, that's what, 500K or something like that. So I'm going to keep doing that every single week. All right, let's talk about investments, fodder. That was our content. Let's get into everything. Let's start off with the fodder. Guys, fodder is stupid low, like really, really low. And we have rival rewards, so it's going to get supplied even more. I would expect stuff to drop a little bit more. I wouldn't be surprised if people start to buy at rival rewards and it actually starts to go up a little bit. But let's talk about the fodder. I know it's really low right now, and it's a tough week for some of you guys, but I think we're reaching I got to turn my notifications off. Oh, they are off on the phone. Awesome. I think it's reaching a very low point. we have Black Friday coming up soon at the end of the month. Now, this weekend, I don't know if we're going to be seeing this fodder rising necessarily. We're probably going to get another Hero SBC. The Hero SBC, I believe, was an 85 and an 86 overall squad, and it was no max rating. It was just a base Hero SBC. Maybe we get that SBC again, or maybe we get like a minimum rating. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but how is it going to move fodder? It might help it a little bit more. People definitely... The Hero was cheaper. People would go out and do the Hero. So that could help the 85s and the 86s this weekend. And the Hero SBC, Icon SBC, those always come out on Sunday. Now, if the fodder doesn't do good this weekend, I think the next weekend is where it really, really does good, because the next weekend should be, is it Black Friday or it's close to it? I don't know which one it is, but we'd be going back to an Icon SBC again. And going back to an Icon SBC again, we are assuming we're not, I do not see us getting another max rated Icon SBC. I'm assuming last year, Black Friday, end of November, we got our first base Icon upgrade SBC. There's no max rating. It's just a plain Icon pack. So if they don't rise this weekend, for sure the following weekend, we should get something to make these 86s, to make these 85s, to make these 87s go up in price. And guys, the 88s could go up in price as well, but I'm still not touching the high fodder. I'm not touching it. There's not really much that requires it. But just letting you guys know, these 86s are getting very low. Just looking at their price, I mean, they're lower than what they were before they flew in price the previous time. If you guys remember, they went from, we bought them at like 8K. They went all the way up to, I think, like 14.75. They're lower. They're below 8,000 coins right now. That is very low, like extremely low. So definitely keeping an eye on it. If you want to hop on bids after rival rewards to stock up on some of this fodder, I don't think it's a terrible idea. Rival rewards, there's going to be supply, hop on bids. Try to get some deals. If you can do that, pick up the 86s. I mean, if you're getting them for like 7.5, that's just ridiculously low. I'm going to see this weekend what we get for some fodder prices, and I'm potentially going to be full sending because we are seeing some low prices. 85s are below 5K. They are below 5,000 coins. That is very low. Very low on 85 overall cards. And one that is very interesting to me is 84s. Now at 2.5, it's not necessarily at a point where I'm going to be buying, but 84s get supplied very easily. So rival rewards and then a new promo this weekend. Could they potentially come down to 2K? If they do come back down to that 2K price range, which I think is very possible because we don't have a party bag refreshing every other day. The 100 player upgrade SBC, it was one time, one and done. So there's nothing refreshing. I think this low fodder could get fairly low this weekend. And with that, I might full send 84s. I don't know. All the fodder's looking very good. It's looking delicious. I'm watching it. We're reaching a point where it's getting very low. I know it's annoying. We had a tough week with fodder, but guys, Black Friday's right around the corner. This fodder will do good. It should do good. So potentially, very likely, full sending fodder this weekend. You could probably do team of the weeks. You could do fodder. 83s as well. We talked about it. 83s in the month of November every year for the past 3 to 4 years have gone to over 2,000 coins. They actually did pretty good this weekend. If you bought for 850 and you were selling for 12, 13, 1400. But these are probably going to be min price again this weekend if you want to go in at 850 coins. So that's the fodder situation, guys. If you want to pick some up at rival rewards, hop on bids. It's not a terrible idea. Tomorrow on Thursday, rival rewards in a few hours. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning my time. And then I think you can still buy on the weekend as well. I think the weekend, especially on the 84s. The 84s, you can get on bids tomorrow, rival rewards. But definitely, I think this weekend we're going to see the 84s get low. Now, just a little bit of advice on bids you can do for the 84s. If you guys ever want to bid on 84s, this is your filter. It's a gold mine. Hop on this filter 1 hour after rival rewards. You're going to be winning these cards for min price. This is what it looks like. When you do this kind of filter, it looks like this. There's a ton of cards under a minute, and you just bid, and you bid, and you bid, and you bid. And basically what happens is, you need to do this whenever there's supply, because what happens is there's too much supply. Not everybody can watch all of these cards, and cards just end up going through for 1,100 coins on bid, min price. And it is insane the amount of deals you can get. This is one of the filters. We have a bunch of filters, by the way, in the VIP trading Discord that are like this for every single rating. I mean, it might be cooking right now. Hold up. Let me do a full bid through. But this is how you would do a bidding filter like this. When I say hop on bids, this is what I mean. If you guys ever join the streams, I'm like, guys, hop on bids, hop on bids, hop on bids, bid on fodder, bid on anything. This is what you do. You just get a filter, you pick a player, and then you just bid and you bid and you bid and you bid. Like, I'm going to keep bidding. Ooh, don't want to bid on 83. I'm going to keep bidding until it says my transfer targets are full, and then you'll kind of see how these bids work. This is how you guys can make a ton of coins. Like, if you're on a low budget, you need to do this. I've made 100K easily in like 20 minutes doing a filter like this whenever there's supply. I've made over 100K. I've made close to 200K. I've made ridiculous amounts of coins hopping on bids when there is supply. So I'm going to do this as my last page because we're starting to get over a minute, and that's not usually what you want. Let's clear these. I don't want to clear those. So let's just see what some of these are going for. So basically, once you go through the bids, you're just going to come here and you're going to start getting into bidding wars, and that's really that. I don't think I'm gonna get too many crazy deals. Hold on, I want to add. I've been watching this card. I forgot. So annoying. This guy was like 800K on bid, and I missed him twice. I forgot about him twice, and he's up at 900K now. I'm not even gonna outbid these. I just want to see what they end up going for. But whenever there's supply, guys, hop on bidding filters like that, and you can make a ton of coins. So that is the fodder situation, the rival reward situation. Let's talk about the meta market. Now, the meta market, guys, if you have golds, you probably don't want to hold them into rivals. We've talked about that. Rival rewards brings quite a bit of supply. You probably want to sell your golds. This guy was up at, he was almost 19K, so he's down about 2K. How's Chiesa doing? Chiesa 24K. And he was up at almost 26K. So down a little bit. And rival rewards, they're going to get supplied. You don't really want to hold the golds, but could you flip the golds? Yes. If you see these cards come down a good chunk after rival rewards, you need to see a dip. If you see a dip after rival rewards, you can buy in on some of these cards. I do want to mention some of the heroes. You might want to be a little careful with some of the heroes. The upcoming promo, it does have heroes in it. And if you get a promo card, it's not really good for the card because we saw it with the promo icons. Whenever you get a promo card, it's really easy to pack them, as in Van der Sar. Let's look. Van der Sar is 780,000 coins. How much was his icon before he got that card? His icon was 900K, 840K. It's really easy to pack promo icons, promo heroes, so their original cards usually don't do really good. So, yeah, that's the situation. If your card gets leaked to get a promo, you definitely don't want to hold it. You do not want to hold it. Like, I believe Lucio is leaked to get a card, and he's still holding his value fairly decent. But just know, this is not something you want to hold at all. He's actually rebounded a little bit. This would be a good time to actually get out of Lucio. So be careful. Just saying, be careful with some of the heroes you have because of this promo. The icons, you probably don't need to worry about as much. And just a bit of advice, like we're talking about flips. You might be like, Teddy, how do I know if something's low? Just a little bit of advice. I recommend you guys go to FootGG. This is FootGG right here. Boom. Go to the little 3-bar right here. You can do this on Footbin as well. If you go to Footbin, go to Market, and you can click Index Icon, or you can just look at anything. But Index Icon, you can see icons that are down in price. I prefer FootGG. I'm just used to it. It's what I did this year. Maybe you prefer Footbin. But with FootGG, there's some filters that I can do to kind of change things around. You can look at out-of-pack cards. We can go look at like old promos. But what I like to do, let's say we want to trade with icons. If I'm ever trading with icons, I'll go icon, apply the filter, and this shows icons that are down in the past 24 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours. And you can kind of just go and look around at cards. 215, okay, 215K seems pretty low on Nedved, to be honest. He's been selling at 225, 220, 225, 230. So I could probably get a sale at like 230 on this Nedved. But when I look at a card at 215, whenever I trade with icons, I usually like don't buy that low point. What I'll do is like, all right, he's 215. Let me sit here and snipe and see if an undercut pops up. So right there, 209. Boom, I got a Nedved for 209. I'll list them up for 227, something like that. I mean, that's basically how it works. 227. Shout out Teddy127. What's the math right there? I didn't even do it. It should be like 10K that it takes off. So if I go 227 times 0.95, I would make almost 7,000 coin profit right there on that card. And that's basically icon trading. Like I said, I don't buy the price that's there. When it looks like a card is low, I will then sit there, I'll watch bids, or I will wait for an undercut. Like you just saw it with this Nedved, there was an undercut. So I would just sit here and refresh. That's it. Refresh, refresh, refresh. You can do this with icons. You can do this with heroes and gold cards as well. You'll see it around rival rewards. Gold cards get supplied a lot. You're going to see gold cards come down for sure. And you're not going to snipe gold cards like I'm doing here with the icons. You're just going to be buying the gold cards, but you need to see a good dip on icons. Nico Williams is a card that's always good to trade with. He needs to drop. Chiesa is always a good card to trade with. A lot of the lower budget ones, they get packed a lot. Foden's like fodder now, so that doesn't matter necessarily, but the goalkeepers, Courtois is always really solid. Alisson's always really solid to flip. Just keep an eye on stuff that comes down with rival rewards. You can make a ton of coins. This is a long video, sorry, but there's kind of a lot of information going into rivals, and we have expected content. So that's the whole meta flip situation. When do you sell these cards as well? Like anything in your team, again, you don't want to hold stuff going into promo Friday. Going into promo Friday, you don't want to hold anything. So everything you want sold before content drop on Thursday, after content drop on Thursday, or before content drop on Friday. I will say Thursday night. Around Thursday, like Thursday night going into Friday morning, that little nighttime when like Europe goes to sleep, stuff usually drops. But then it rises again Friday morning before content drop as Europe wakes up, if that makes sense. So it's like you guys in Europe go to sleep, market comes down, and then Friday morning it kind of goes back up. So if you forget to sell something and it's down a lot, you could just wait till Friday morning. You don't necessarily need to panic right away. Just a little bit of advice. I've had that before, and I just waited until I went to bed and I woke up in the morning and I sold before content drop on Friday. Just a little bit of advice right there. Let me clear all these team of the weeks that I have sold. I got a few that I got to relist. Expected content. Let's get into that. So expected content and leaks real quick. We're going to head over to the Discord and boom, 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 boom. EA messed up, by the way. We had a loading screen and they effed it up completely. They put the wrong league badge on Ginola, and they gave Theo Hernandez the actual AC Milan badge, and they don't have the rights for AC Milan. So I wonder what's going to happen there. Probably nothing, but they don't have the rights for it, and they were advertising it. But Trackstar promo coming on Friday, Lucio, Ginola, Theo Hernandez. That's insane, by the way. Theo Hernandez, best left back in the game. Ginola is ridiculous, and Lucio is ridiculous. So this is going to be an exciting promo. Cordoba is coming as well. He's a nasty card. And FIFA Trading Romania, this is just a tweet. I'm guessing what we're going to be getting for promos. So Trackstar promo on Friday. Then after that, the FC Pro promo. And then after that, Thunderstruck promo. Thunderstruck promo last year, that was Black Friday. So maybe if that's the case, is this a 1 week promo, Black Friday promo? Maybe like that? Maybe. Could be like that. And that is what we have for leaks. There's the DeMarcus Beasley SBC coming as well. So that's it for leaks. Tomorrow on Thursday as well, new marquee matchups. And then Friday, Trackstar promo, probably more leaks as well. Guys, that's it for this video. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Trading Discord, Twitch live stream, description down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.